So, this is OneMic. So excited to be here tonight, man. For real. We in the studio with my boy Dre. Been a long time coming, man. I love
What's
you.
up, man?
Glad to be here, man. Moss,
You
Mr. Sheldon Moss.
And you know it.
We gonna kick this thing off, man. Good music, good conversation, and we're not trying to be a know-it-all. We're just gonna be a tell-it-all. You know, we're gonna have different topics every week or monthly, and we're gonna lead into a really, really big thing quarterly. And I want everybody to be a part of this podcast. Most importantly, when we do our quarterly show, it's really going to be a nice thing. We're going to have an open mic. We're going to have live music. And we're going to have crowd participation, which is going to be really huge. The most important thing we want to get across is the topics we come up with, we're trying to change lives. And if we can't change a life, then we really just want to encourage somebody to keep doing what's right. And our stories they may not be biblical. They may not be correct as far as Christianity. But one thing we guarantee you, they will be our truth. And we're going to say no rights or wrongs, but truth or lies. And what we're going to give you every time that we broadcast, it will be the truth. And that's all we can stand on. And it takes us a lot.
So what truth you speaking on today, bro?
Man, it's Father's Day,
It's
man.
Father's Day.
You know what I mean? So,
hold on, man.
what
Hold
a
on.
better way to get started, man.
All right,
You know?
all right. Yeah, I'm ready to jump into this,
Really,
man.
man.
Yeah, let's do this, man. But you
I
gotta
mean,
keep.
hey,
who
no,
in here,
you're a
man?
granddad. Don't front.
Man, I'm a granddad.
You going to California this weekend?
Man, I ain't gonna make it.
Not gonna make it.
I ain't gonna make it.
So shout out to Andrew, man. We proud of you with your big head and your little pretty little baby.
Yeah.
And even matter of fact to my son Sheldon, man.
To your son, man.
Shout out, man.
Shout out. We
August
granddad.
8th, he's expecting, so yeah, we supporting that, man.
That's
You
the
know
other
what I mean?
Sheldon, if y'all don't know.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Sorry,
You ain't got no baby on the way. Hey, Sheldon,
Because
you
I
ain't got
don't
no
have
baby
a
on
child
the
on the
way.
way.
You ain't got one.
Nah. It'd be a
You wanna
problem.
clear that up,
It would
huh?
be a problem in my household if it was a child on the way.
way to clear that up. My bad. Beep. Beep.
Right.
Beep. Let me back that up.
Yeah, back that up, man.
That's Sheldon Ross, not Sheldon Moss. Sheldon, I tell you what, man. I'm glad you chimed in because you may not have any kids, but you have mentored and your mentees, man. That's pretty much being a father figure, man. And even your nephews, man, you stepped up, you know, and we gotta acknowledge that, bro.
Well, you know, I try to do what I can for them. You know, they may not reach out to their uncle like I think they should. But, you know, I just hope that I'm reaching them in some type of way positively so they can be men.
Yeah.
Grow to be men.
Hey, at the end of the day, we may not get the response that we looking for.
Correct.
But the most important thing is that we do what was put in our heart to bless them.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
and even my
Yeah.
sons, man.
Yeah.
Sheldon, Austin, love them. And I'm on the son thing. My daughter, man, that's my heart. Both of them. You know, I got my oldest daughter, man, Carissia. Love her to death, man. And I'll never, ever say that ain't my daughter. That's my baby girl. But my daughter, my baby, Adrian, love her to death, man. I got him till I die. Like, I say it a lot. I text it a lot. You know, I got you for life.
It means something, man.
I got that. That's literal for me, bro. You know what I mean? Some things I'm gonna die for, man. My wife, my family, my daughter. Yeah, that's literal, bro. Yeah, I got that, man. So anybody that challenges that, if you ain't on that, don't do that. Don't challenge that, cause I'm there with that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I got them.
So what did it look like for childhood, man, with y'all, man?
So I'm gonna ask you,
Father's Day.
go ahead.
No, I'm curious, man. No, go
As
go
far
ahead.
as what,
Yeah.
man? Let's chop it up.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Let's jump into that, man. I mean,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Because on the real, I didn't experience Father's Day with my dad growing up, man.
Really?
Yeah, and I know you
Come
got
on,
to,
bro. I know you.
Yeah.
We go back to like
Yeah.
the night, like early, like we
Yeah,
go back to
yeah,
90.
yeah, for sure.
1990.
Yeah.
So I know you got two dads.
Yeah.
Talk to me, bro.
Now, my stepdad, he played a tremendous part in my life. But my real dad, we didn't bond in relationship, honestly, until we were grown, man.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, you know, he did a lot, but my stepdad, man, he did a lot of things to get me reared for manhood. It was a weird kind of way, you know. He sent me off to college, man, and what he meant by sending me off to college, you know, he sent my ass off to college, you know what I'm saying? And that was it.
Right.
You know, for real, you know, he always told me, man, I'm gonna send you off to college, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought that meant he was gonna take care of me, you know what I'm saying, when he sent me off to college. But no, he paid for me to get my ass there, man.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I called him, man, you know, when I was in college, like, you know.
Let me ask you this.
You know, I didn't understand that, man.
I know you're speaking of financial.
Yeah.
But you also had to have gotten the support mentally.
I got the support mentally, but you know, honestly, man, it was rough for me. My mom worked 2 jobs. At that particular time, man, she you know, some plants had closed back in Detroit, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And
man.
Mom went off the business for
That's
herself,
a whole
man.
nother topic,
That's
too.
a whole different
We're going to sit down and do some Dallas, Detroit talk one day.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I felt that, man.
Yeah,
You know,
right
I
on.
was in that era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Where I felt it hard, man.
Talk
And
to
Mom
me,
tried
man.
to send me off to college, man. You know, in the midst of the factories and stuff closing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I ended up going to the military, A1, because I wanted to get that military money, man. But you know, back to Father's Day, man. That's how I got sent off, man. I just got shipped, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't experience a lot, man, from my dad.
So
man.
mentally, as far as your stepdad, bro, like he was very supportive. I say this, correct me, but when I met you, and that was military base, you know what I'm saying? You know how we met, man. We battle buddies, man.
Yes, sir.
And war jumped off. We praying like a bug.
Praying hard. Hey, we didn't watch it on the news. We were there, man, when the sirens was going off. We was like, "What's that noise?" You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Yeah, I remember perfectly. Hey, bro, you pray? Yeah. We became prayer buddies.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, when they were hoorahing, hoorah,
Yeah.
the war. We was like, hey.
We was like, hold on.
Yeah, let's take this to God. You know?
God, do you know we got real serious? You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah,
man.
we got real.
But to bring that up, I met your parents.
Yeah, you
and
did.
that was your stepdad
You did.
and your mom, man, and that was like no bars held, open arms, love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I looked at that, not knowing that was your stepdad.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't relevant anyway.
He was full dad at that point.
Oh no,
he was full. He was dad at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That
it's a
was real
beautiful
tough.
thing, man.
Yeah, he was dad, man.
But it takes every avenue of life, which means that's gonna be every avenue of dad, man. Whatever it is. Yeah, I got a story on dad. You know that.
Let's talk about it.
Well,
Let's
Sheldon.
talk
What
about
about you, man? Don't be looking at me crazy, Sheldon.
Well, let me go to interject.
You made eye contact, so
Let me go and interject for the. Oh, that's the joke there. That's another joke.
all right.
It's my turn.
Okay.
yeah, my turn.
Okay.
You talking?
Get in there.
Well, neither. I'm gonna let
Is
you
it
short.
a 2 second eye contact?
It
2 second. If it's 2 second eye contact, like so, it means something. So you may have to say what?
Right. I'm like, hey, what's that about, man? Right. Okay, I got you. Going with it, Sheldon.
Anybody listening, listen, y'all. This our first run. OneMic group, OneMic podcast. We just want y'all to listen, be a part of our family. We're gonna always talk the truth. It may not touch everybody. It may not be anything that's affecting your life. But we promise you there's somebody going through this. And as we progress, even today on my way to the studio, I spoke to a really influential friend of mine. She's so blessed. God has really blessed her life. She's anointed. She's gone through things that nobody could imagine. And we've got a lot of those stories, and we're going to share them as we go. But right now, we're just kicking it on this Father's Day thing. I'm sorry to it's like kind of sidetrack. We're not on notes, y'all. We just freestyling this thing. So we're gonna get back to the Father's Day our thing. Sheldon, you up, man? My bad.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to me, man.
Well, for me, Father's Day is a time to celebrate a person for me that didn't help bring me in this world.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it that way.
Yeah.
You know, because here's a man that married my mother and had a choice to love me, and that's what he did. So going back, you know, when my mother was married to my father, my biological father, well, I didn't know him. Even though they had been married for New York 2nd. But, you know, as far as memory would go, remembering him, I don't have no recollection of that as a young child.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I knew his brothers, sisters, I know all my uncles, grandparents, all that, because my mother took me around them to make sure I knew where I come from.
She never wavered in what there was.
Correct.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to your mom, too.
Correct.
Yeah.
Dorothy Jean.
Yeah. For real, man. Yeah.
So, burned it off in my truck yesterday.
Yeah,
anyway.
You did that. You did that. Yeah.
So, you know, long story short, you know, I just recall seeing my biological father probably three times. And that would, I think, eighth grade, seventh grade, twice in 1 year. And then we exchanged phone numbers. You know, I would reach out to him. That's why I say, you know, you shouldn't have any problem with a person that anybody that has a biological father, you don't even know who they are. You know who they are, but you don't have any contact with them. Don't get mad at them because that has nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
That may be something between him and the mother.
Right.
But at some point, you have to be the bigger man, young man, person,
woman,
and you make the phone call.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, what they choose to do with it is on them, but you put forth the effort to communicate to them that you recognize who they are, and maybe you can build a relationship with that. So with me, calling him, had his number at work, we would talk here and there. I go off to the Navy. Next thing I know, hey, I called him. I came home. I called him. He said, hey, I went in the hospital on your birthday, April the 12th. I would have never known that he knew remember my birthday.
Wow.
You know, and I had come home. This was the summertime. I had come home. So I said, I'm going to come to Denton and see you. I never went to see him. So this is in 89. So November 89 hits. I'm sitting in my rack on duty that night.
Sitting where, bro?
In my rack.
Yeah.
On duty that night in Virginia in the Navy. The commanding officer come through, you know, acting commanding officer that night. Hey, we need to, had to go down and talk to him. He said, your presence has been requested to come home. Your father is not doing well. I said, my father? He said, yeah, Bobby Moss. I was like, oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So I did not know it was that bad. I mean, everything had really got to that point. So the next thing I know, you know, they just told me, hey, he wanted to see you.
Let me ask you this real quick, just to interject, not to get off track. When you heard that name as opposed to the other, did it, was it more serious?
For me, it was,
you know,
like, wow, you know, I knew it was something.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, at that point, at that age, I probably was, 20? I was like, oh, this dude remember me.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh wow.
You know. So, needless to say, I flew home to Dallas, went straight to Denton, get in the hospital. You know, next thing you know, I sat down and said some few words to him, and he passed away.
Wow.
Wow. Listen.
We'll be right back.
OneMic.
One love.
Searching, 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 searching.
We gonna go back into what we doing. Wow, Sheldon.
Yeah, so, you know, and then, you know, moving forward, you know, here's a man that married my mother in, 1973, 74, you know, and, hey, we became friends at some point, you know, a lot of respect for him, because like I say, you know, a man that's a stepfather has a choice.
Wow.
Oh man.
Man, you said that, man.
Yeah.
That's
know,
real talk.
He doesn't have to love you as his own.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is a man that taught me how to drive in ice. You're going to drive home tonight.
No choice.
You gonna learn today.
You're going to learn today.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we going to put this sprinkler system in the house.
You know what? You know what's funny, man, is that our generation, we didn't grow up with the open understanding or the open communication of what was step.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't know some of my cousins' dad was stepdad.
Yeah.
Because you didn't mention step in any conversation.
You didn't say that.
It was daddy or not. It was
right,
daddy.
Right.
Yep.
And the only way
you
you,
know what I
knew
mean?
the difference, family-wise, is if you knew they real dad.
Well, I never listen. It was so tight. I never knew until like teenagers, bro.
Yeah.
It was never mentioned.
Yeah.
And you know,
Stepdad.
you know what made me first ask a teen question as far as step?
What made you do that, A1?
Going to school in Houston, predominantly white. There were two blacks from sixth grade. No, I'm sorry, from kindergarten to sixth grade. There were two blacks. You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah. I hear you.
On the norm was, I was at my stepmom's house this weekend and step this and stepdaddy did, and I went home one day and I said, "Mama, what's a stepdaddy?"
Wow.
Man, my mama like to slap my mouth off my face, man. You know, that's how secret that was, or how we wasn't in grown folk business.
But you know, I knew the difference.
I did
Because I was of age. You know what I'm saying? My stepdad didn't come into my life when I was young. He came into my life.
My story was different.
Yeah.
Because I never knew. Like my dad raised me from toddler age.
Well, talk about it, man. Let me hear about it, man.
Yeah, this you.
I
This
don't
is
even
your
think
turn.
we got enough studio time.
Yeah, we need to hear about it. I heard, hey, listen. I heard his dad on the phone
I talk to him every day.
for the first, yeah, but I've been knowing this guy here
Yeah.
over half my life right now.
That's my daddy,
I
man.
heard
That's
him
my
yesterday
daddy.
on the phone for the first time.
Food style.
Yeah.
That's my daddy.
But what's
Yeah.
great, you know, what's funny?
What's that?
You could hear him say some things. You think it's him on the phone.
Hey, but he was
Really?
cussing like a
Really?
sailor though, man.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh,
he
yeah.
might pop off something.
Yeah, well,
So
pop.
What was that like for you
That's
though,
my
A1?
dad.
I mean,
well,
you know.
Well, that's deep. Oh, you're going to turn the mic toward me now.
You got the mic. Yeah, for real,
Yeah,
man. We
it's
want to hear
deep.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, bro. I never knew that my stepdad was my stepdad. It wasn't mentioned. I was probably 4th grade, 5th grade maybe. And my when I say dad, I can only speak of my stepdad.
Correct.
So I want y'all to understand that.
Okay.
If I say dad, I'm speaking of nobody else other than my stepdad.
That's all you knew.
I know no other dad.
Wow.
I wish I knew my biological dad. I never met him. You hear me? I never met him. And my mom died.
But why was that, man?
My mom died. I was 25 years old.
Okay.
And we never had that conversation
About your real dad.
because it never mattered.
Okay. Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
And when you get of age where your doctors start to ask you questions
That you can't even
relating
ask.
to family
Mhm.
on both sides and what illnesses may have been, and I can't answer those on my dad's side, bro.
Right.
That's when it started to play a factor in my life. But at 25 years old, I couldn't. I mean, it didn't matter. It didn't factor into my life. That was my daddy, and I could.
So you didn't miss nothing, or did you miss anything? Like,
Well,
from
I
your-
did. I did. You know what I mean? I had those, but I dare challenge my mom on them questions,
Okay.
man. For what?
Okay.
I dare challenge my dad on those questions, man. Why? That was my dude. That was my dad, right or wrong. Here's one thing. Let me just get into this, man. Anybody listening, I want you to understand this, and you guys as my brothers, man, I want y'all to understand this. There's so many people that have a problem with their daddy,
You got it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
be it blood or be it step. They got a problem with their dad. He ain't never did nothing for me. And even Tupac, man, and I recited that. I bounced my head on that, man, when he said, died and I didn't cry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever, man. That's a rap song. Deep in your soul, man. That's your daddy, man. So yeah, man, sometimes I cry about not knowing my real dad, bro. But the dad that raised me from day one, it's my daddy, man. And I love that dude, man. But I want people to understand this, man. Especially women. My wife explained to me, and it took me a while to really, really get this in my soul, man. Girls are raised, and everybody know that's daddy baby. Girls, man. That's daddy baby. And I experienced this, man, firsthand, bro, where I got two stepsisters. I've never mentioned them as stepsisters. Those are my sisters. I was raised the only child, but those are my sisters. I'm not going to call them out on this podcast, but those are my sisters. I love them with every ounce of me, man. But individually, we've talked. And one of them had a problem that her daddy was raising another family.
Which was you.
Which was me and my mom, man.
Wow.
And as I began to understand she had a problem with it, and we were mature and grown, I shared with her this. God may have spared you. And I don't mean to come on this thing as a Christian thing. I'm just coming as a truthful thing. You may have dodged the bullet, you and your mom. And that's for both of my stepsisters, which are my sisters. You understand? There was a certain point in my life, man, where my mom was abused physically. And at the age of maybe 15, I challenged my old man. Say, bro, you come in here and put your hands on my mama, you got to deal with me, man. That's a young age, and people may not understand that. And one of my partners who I saw yesterday at a funeral, man, God bless him. I mean, that's my own boy. We don't talk like we used to. We're not as close as we used to, but it is what it is. We mature and we do our thing. I love him like I did 20 years ago. We just don't talk every day. Anyway, he was there. And we challenged my pops, man. And I told him, hey, man, from now on, man, you got a problem. In this house, you bring that to me, man. Because you put your hands on my mama again, you got to talk to me, man. This is my perception of what fits to go on in my house. My point on this is, at what point could my sister had defended her mom.
Could not.
They couldn't have.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
911.
anybody listening to this podcast, if you're still keeping up,
That's it.
don't be mad, man, if your daddy didn't raise you. Don't be mad if you didn't have your dad in your home and he was out doing under the home. Because maybe God saved you from something you couldn't save yourself from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was able to defend my mom, bro. And you know what? You know what, man? If y'all remember Marvin Gaye and his dad,
Oh, yeah.
everybody know that.
Yeah.
What happened?
He ended up.
His daddy shot him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bust a cap on him. Killed him. My mom referenced that, man. Son, I don't want you to be like this with him. Y'all gonna be just like Marvin Gaye and his daddy. You know what my response was? No, Mama Marvin Gaye was on that dope. He tripping. I'm not tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm defending you. And on the cool at that time,
Yeah.
fuck that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
So
I
somebody-
meant it. I meant it at the time.
Yeah.
But guess who I done talked to 3 times today? My daddy, man.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
That's Popcorn, man. Shout out to Popcorn. I wish I could call it right now.
Right.
I
That would
don't
be
know what that's
great.
gonna be though. I don't know what it's gonna
You're
be.
talking about editing.
I don't know
or
what's
some shit.
gonna be.
That's an edit for your ass, right
But
there.
my point is, don't be mad at something you don't know. If you trust God on what's going on in your life, trust God on what's been going on in your life for the last 15, 20 years. If that wasn't a part of your life, it wasn't designed for you.
Can I share a truth?
Talk to me, man. We open micing right now.
Okay, I'm gonna share a truth, man.
Hello, can y'all hear me in the studio?
I'm about to share
Talk
something.
to me, man.
We'll be right back.
One mic.
I was there and I saw what you did. I saw the mountains to ice. So you could wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my
Don't let me get all sensitive and then y'all trip on
No.
me.
You ain't by yourself on this. You know, I'm gonna share something that I never shared really.
But let's change somebody's life, man.
And there's a lot of people gonna feel this. What I'm about to say. I married somebody, right? That had 3. She had 3 kids, and I married her. You know, and I had the hardest time mending that family. She did a great job. She did a great job of raising those 3 before I came in the picture. So I had the opportunity of being a stepdad. She gave me 2 more, right?
Yeah, word up.
Plus, I already had 1.
Yeah.
So this woman took,
Shout out again, Andrew, with your big head.
yeah, she
I'm listening to
she
you, bro.
helped with my 1, gave me 2 more. She had 3. Now let me explain something, man. I didn't know how to deal with these girls, man.
New thing.
I didn't know how to deal with that, man.
Yeah.
To this day,
Yeah.
A1, that's one thing that I love them girls, man. You know what I'm saying? I got them girls. I was part of their life when they were real little, man.
Yeah.
Helped raise them girls, but never was able to connect with them properly. It was always a task. It's
Always a
you know,
struggle.
always a struggle, man.
Yeah.
Because they not yours, but you want them to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the hardest thing for a stepdad, man, and this is real talk, and somebody out there gotta feel this. The hardest thing for a stepdad is, what if the other dad is still in the picture?
Oh, wow.
See, you didn't have to deal with that part, right? Because dude left his old family and made another family.
Yeah, without, I would have been on the other end of it anyway.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what happens?
But no, bro, I totally get that.
What happens if dude is still around? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's still in the picture, right?
Dude, as far as popcorn, may have been still around.
He might have.
No, he had to be still around because there were
Feeling.
connections.
Yeah, and I understand that.
I'm not saying this dude.
Man, that's hard.
I
That's
get
hard
that.
road, man.
I get that. But as far as those girls concerning you being they daddy, and as far as if there were any other kids that would have been yours, not having you there, you didn't have that in your life. Like you didn't have other kids outside of what you had that wondered what my daddy doing. You only had Andrew, who knew what his daddy was. You was there, man. I know this from day one. You know, me and you go back. But I understand what you're saying. You know.
Yeah, that was challenging, man.
And for you as a daddy.
As a dad, man.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you play your role?
Man, I did the best I can do.
A lot of dudes can't do that with
did
their own.
best.
A lot of dudes can't do that with their own, bro. You did that with somebody else's. And that's when I had that story too, man. I'm just not going there right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's deep. Yeah. But that's not like, okay, when God brings somebody into your life, man, and you look at her, I ain't talking about no partners. I'm talking about a partner, your life partner. And you look at her and you say, this my partner. I love you. You understand what I'm saying?
And everything that come with you.
Bottom line. Huh, Sheldon?
Everything that
Talk
come
to
with
me,
you.
Moss.
You know, so.
And when you accept that, bro, fight go with it. And when I say fight, I'm talking about the fight against the devil. He the only one we battle against.
I think we battle against ourselves, man.
Well, that's him teasing us. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you play your role, I just seen your relationship with them girls. That's why I'm speaking of this, man. Yeah. And it's beautiful, bro. What you tell me the other day, even about your, hey, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But let me tell you this, A1, before we get to doing anything. I'm supposed to go get my daughter, and we got this plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's you focused. You hear me? That's you following what it's meant to be. That's you being obedient, man, to your calling.
Sheldon, where your glass at, man?
Somewhere around here.
That's ice water. Pour that out.
Yeah,
let
me have my water.
Pour that out.
Have your
Yeah,
water?
let me have my water.
Yeah,
Can y'all hear me over there in the booth?
Yeah. Hold that up for 1 second, man. This is how we do. Yeah. Y'all heard that, right?
One mic, one love, man.
Yes, sir.
So, anyway, Dre, that's a whole different thing, man, when you understand your purpose in somebody's life, man. You know what I mean? You played your role, man. You know? But I guess, if I could say anything, I just want people to understand. I want women to understand. Stop pushing your daughters on these dudes that's not they daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let that play how it play out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But just because you're in love with somebody that's your boyfriend, that is not your baby daddy. Mm-hmm. And you do not have to push that on her, because you really don't know what that is. And anybody listening, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I hope you tune in again. If not, you know, maybe I touched your heart and it'll make you a better person and you won't tune in again. But if you have had a problem with not knowing, with knowing who your dad is and him not being a part of your life, please understand that it may be a higher calling on why he wasn't. And my point is, I worded this Father's Day, or fatherhood, a different perspective. And what I meant by that was, you may have a daddy that's your biological. He may have not played a major role in your life. But maybe the role that he was playing in life wasn't ordained with your life. And at what point could you have defended yourself? Maybe it could have been sexual abuse that God
avoided you from.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was physical abuse that
Avoided you from.
Thank you. So I encourage you to first just praise God for where your life is. Don't try to make understanding of a non-understood relationship. You know, stop forcing yourself to be bitter about a dad you never knew, because maybe the dad that he wasn't good for you. And I speak on this from my personal experience. I don't care if my sisters get mad. I know one of them, we've talked and she understands. The other, we hadn't talked and understood. But everything happens for a reason. When you position yourself in line with your purpose, it's going to work to benefit and glorify you and Christ. And I'm not trying to come at y'all from a biblical standpoint. I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm speaking to you from my truth, from my heart. If you've had a torn relationship with your dad, man, you need to call your daddy. I don't care. My daddy has been the ugliest daddy ever. No, he has, man.
Yeah, I understand.
I done seen my daddy put his hands on my mama on several occasions, bro. Yeah. Where I came in and said, hey, man, you can't do that no more. Matter of fact, I woke him up one night. Hey, bro. What? Yeah, get up. Yeah. As soon as he got up, put them hands on him.
Popcorn.
15 years old, man. You know, we laughing now, but we grew from that.
Yeah.
But guess what? He never put his hands on my mom again.
He was laying hands. They wasn't spiritual.
No, well, they were.
Yeah,
they came with some love.
They came with some love?
Yeah, from my mom.
Right.
Yeah, don't you do that no more.
Oh, shoot. Wow.
Yeah, 15. I had backup, though. I ain't going to call his name. I don't want to put my boy on blast.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is, man, you don't know what you may have dodged. If you're separated from your dad, you never knew him, then this Father's Day, just get by yourself, say a prayer for him, because you don't know his
what he going through.
Yeah,
that's right.
You don't know,
man.
Real talk.
You don't know his truth.
You don't know his truth, man.
But you know what we're gonna do before we get out of here.
And hold on. If you know your dad and you just hadn't spoken with him, reach out. What's a phone call? To say, hey man, I love you. You know, forgiving somebody, that's on you. But just to call and say, hey, and show love, maybe I'm trying to encourage somebody to do that this Father's Day. You know, because I talk to my dad 3 times a week, and you have no idea
what that conversation is about.
So
it could be,
yeah.
What you doing?
And that is what it is.
It might be some ruckus in the background.
We wish all of y'all a happy Father's Day. To my son Sheldon, you expecting, man, August the 8th, man.
That's Sheldon Rawls.
Sheldon Rawls.
Sheldon Rawls.
Sheldon, you're a dad, bro. You have played a major role in people's lives, so just stop that, man. But Sheldon Rawls, I'm proud of you, man. I just, you know, of course your dad want different things for you, man. I want you to do that in the walks of Christ, and you didn't. I mean, it is what it is. I did too, bro. So I'm gonna support you. I love you. Happy Father's Day. This will be your first year, and just do what you're supposed to do, man. I hope I showed you in my actions what a daddy is supposed to do. And I learned from what I saw, good or bad. I just knew what it was from watching both. You know what I mean? Yeah, we are one mic.
One mic, one love. And I want to get say Happy Father's Day to the man that raised me, married to my mother for 20 years before they called it quits. Homer Delmer. Thompson. That's what they call him.
Homer.
Like the
Shout
show.
out. Shout out, man. For real, man. I never had that opportunity, Sheldon. That's beautiful, man. Hard thing to sit in a hospital, not a hospital, but sit on a simple.
And on another note, I'm gonna say this. And the man that brought me in this world, you know, I got to know him more than I ever thought I would know him just by conversation on the phone. Thanks to God, his brothers did what they did for me and continue to do things for me today, you know.
Yeah, you spoke on that many times.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
bro.
man. You know, my Uncle Roosevelt, I just want to say happy Father's Day to you, too. My Uncle Marshall, happy Father's Day to you. Uncle Vernon, more like a brother, but happy Father's Day to you. And I know you got your struggle going on, too. And, you know, rest in peace, Bobby Moss. Happy Father's Day.
Bobby Moss. One love, Sheldon, on that, man. Dre?
Hey man, I'm just going out wishing all the fathers get what they feel is due to them.
No doubt, man.
Because everybody's different, man.
Yeah.
You know, what I want for Father's Day, what you want for Father's Day, what you want Father's Day, brother. You know, all of that's different. I'm just praying that everybody get what they want.
Yeah, no doubt.
One
Amen.
love, man. One mic.
One love, one mic, man. So this is A1. I'm shouting out to my son for his first baby. Happy Father's Day, bro. Anybody listening, whatever you're going through, look past the struggle. Don't let the devil influence you to stay negative. We come from one mic, wishing you one love, and that's real talk. So break that chain, man. Whatever's been bad, break that chain. If it don't go the way you want it to go, doesn't matter. Make sure it go the way that God has aligned your life. And you do what you're supposed to do. And keep it moving. Can we agree on that?
Right on.
Yeah. One love. Peace and love. One mic, one love.